Greetings, Internet, and welcome to Aaron Plays. And this will be episode 28 of my playthrough of Into the Woods, The Battle of Shiloh by GMT Games. And we are moving on to another one of Bragg's divisions, Withers, that needs to be activated and brought closer towards Sherman's lines. So if you could like the video, that'd be much appreciated. And if you enjoy what I do, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And any comments does help the channel, and I do like to answer them and speak to, well, effectively you guys. But let's get down to the map and see what's going on. And here's Withers. Now I can see he's got Gladden, Jackson, and Chalmers brigades to go. Right, okay. Now so we can see that Ruggles' division is taking up, well, that area of the front. So we need to move Withers to in between Claiborne and Ruggles. So we need to move Ruggles in this sort of direction, and we want to fit Withers in this area. Maybe keeping a brigade in reserve. Maybe. So we're going to start with the division that's closest to that gap, as it were, which is Gladden's. So yeah, we'll start over here and move them accordingly. Do I need to zoom anymore? Yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? Okay, so starting with him, and he will go. We don't need to change their orders. Orders in advance, we need to get as close to the front as possible. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. One and a half, 3, 4.5, actually 5.5 to there. That's 1, 2.5, 3.5, which is 4, 5.5. Whoops, too far. Right, so he's now got to cross the stream. So that's 1.5. No, that's 1 plus the stream is, but a double check. Stream for infantry is +1, so that's 2. 3, 4.5, 6. Okay, is that just, or this part down here, isn't it? Okay, so let's do a facing change on him. No, not the Alt key, it's Control key for facing change. Okay, so that's 3. Then he crosses into there for 1 plus the stream's 2. Plus 1.5 is 3.5. 5, 6. And Gladden himself, he's got 10 movement points. And so we'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Boom. Why has he got an A1 on him? He should have an A1 because Withers already been activated. That's right. Jackson hasn't got an A1 on him. I better just double check. Yes, this is their second activation. So let me just, for Gladden, delete that and give him his second activation marker. Okay. And his artillery on the road there. Okay, artillery, that'll be 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Okay. So it looks like they'll be attacking on the Corinth Road into this double stream area. Yeah, bit nasty, but there we go. So there's Gladden's advance marker. There's nobody else of his brigade, is there, that I'm missing? No. Okay, so now we've got Chalmers' brigade. So we'll start here. We change. Then it's 1, 2, plus 1 for the stream is 3, 4, 5, 6, staying within the field. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 plus 1 is 4, 5, 6. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 plus 1 the root, 4.5, 5.5. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5, 5.5 there. 2. Okay, Chalmers will move up, changes A1 into an A2 as his second activation. And, right, this artillery, it can cross a stream. It just can't, doesn't like that boggy stuff. The stream is +2. Yeah, +2 for artillery. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 1 was, oh no, hasn't got enough. Let's try that again because we've got a blinking 4 here. 3, no, clear to, no, that is that clear? Yes, it is. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 4 is just plus 1, 5, 6 to there, 6.5, 6. There we go. It's not going to go any further than that. Don't want to start interspersing our brigades. So then we've got Jackson. And I'm going to have him more as sort of a reserve back here. So 1.5, well, actually, yeah, he's not on the road. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 to there. No, we'll actually keep him here because then he can absorb because he used road movement and he should therefore have gone in X amount of increments, 2 steps. So in actual fact, bring him back. 1.5, he's not going to use the road advantage. It's still 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. 5.5. There we go. How many steps we got in that unit there? So it's 10. So you have to, if you're going to use the road or the trail, he's got to go into extended. I'm not going to do that. Oh, that's, by the way, Chalmers advanced marker. So we're going to 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. Yeah. 1.5. Oh, I just realised there's a cavalry unit that should have moved. Yeah, he needs to move to there. He's part of Gibson's. So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. That'll do it. There. What's under here? Jackson himself and 1.5, 3, 4.5, 5.5. Jackson will move there. There's Jackson's advanced marker. Let's get rid of this little A1. Delete that and give him his A2 activation. So we've still got some artillery. That's part of that brigade. So not activated A1. So because it was out of command. So it can activate now. All right. Half rate. Yeah, so it's half rate. It's 1.5 on, no, it's 3. So it's 1.5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's change that spacing. I can get there as well. And that marker is now redundant. Okay. So we've got some cavalry over here. That's part of Withers command. It's green. So they were out of command, so they didn't move last time, but they can move this time. I should have marked them as out of command. Well, they might know they were in command in the first time. Why didn't I move him last time? Don't know. Can't remember. There's going to be little errors like that all the way through, I'm afraid. But we can change his facing. So that is 2, 4, stream plus 1, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so they're on the way up, and Withers will stay close. Now, Withers got command range of 8. That's not bad. So I'm going to put Withers with Jackson still. Changes A1, delete that to an A2. And that's Withers Brigade Division, sorry. Those 3, yeah, additional advanced marker not needed. That's Bragg done. Well, that division done. Okay, start to squeeze in the gap there. Yeah, let's do this. Let's bring that up. So that's Withers done. So he's had 2 activations. That's probably all he's going to get from Bragg, because yeah, Bragg's efficiency was shocking. It was only 2. Next up, Clarke. Okay, so that's Clarke is a dude on the road. I think we can manage to do Clarke, can't we? There he is. Doom, 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 doom. Right, that's where they want to go. Up this road here, because they want to be eventually there. So no order change. This will be Clarke's 4th activation. Therefore, he will be taking fatigue. And these will be moving 1 movement point on the road. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With his extended behind him. This is literally follow me leader. And then well, there's 2 extended column markers, doop and doop. Some artillery. Okay, Stewart himself. We'll keep him on there. He's A3 now deleted, becoming an A4, which means he's now accumulated. Normally you accumulate fatigue after 2 activations, so your 3rd and your 4th accumulates, but in the first 2 turns, that doesn't happen. It's after the 3rd activation. So here we go. Fatigue, show high fatigue, and +1. All right, then put that back there. And we'll put his advance orders in. Boom. And then these, just as I say, it's follow my leader. Yeah, as they just keep ringing up behind them. It would have been more useful if these had gone. Oh, where's his extended marker? Yeah, his extended marker. He could have had one. And he clone. There we go. Right. And that is that for, yeah, that's Clarke's fourth activation. So we can delete that. And we can delete that. And then we can give Russell his first fatigue marker. Oop, there we go. And we need to give them both A4s. Just as a reminder that I can't go any further than that. Okay. Let's remove all the movement. Let's bring the Kepi back up and put Clarke down here. And next up is Prentice. Okay, well, we'll end it at that point. We've done a fair bit there. Prentice is up. Let's come back to me. Back to me. Here I am. So yeah, Withers fit in that gap between, or effectively filling in the right flank of Bragg's brigade, Bragg's division. Bragg only getting 2 activations did curtail the offensive towards that stream, which is fortunate for Sherman, considering most of his actual units didn't do bugger all. I think we've still got one more for Ruggles to come. And they'll probably get to the stream, but they won't be crossing it anytime fast, especially going through all that marsh and all that. It's horrendous. But it depends how many activations Sherman gets next time as well. So that's where in the ATM turn we'll start to see efficiencies becoming more and more important. That's all I've got, really. So if you'd like the video, that'd be much appreciated. All helps the channel. That dreaded YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't done so already and you like what I do. That again will get me, I'm trying to get to 1,000, see what happens. So yeah, please do join me on the dark side, as it were, and you'll see what, and especially hit the notification bell. Boop, that'll let you know when I upload any more videos. And finally, your comments again helps that algorithm, but also helps me, gives me encouragement. I like to read them, I like to respond to them, and it causes some discourse between us. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's the housekeeping done. Till next time, play games, have fun, buy internet,